One of the big challenges we've had at Barley Nectar is working out from an aesthetic perspective, how are we going to demonstrate what these bottles look like, say digitally, say online. You know, the laziest approach would just be to do a 3D rendering of a bottle and pop it up online, but it's not that interesting, basically. What we've done instead is, firstly, we've gone down an aesthetic look that is a bit more sort of subversive. We're not trying to make it look like a super old-fashioned, super traditional bottle. We're doing something that's a bit different, you know, slightly more kind of out there kind of design. We're using a stencil-based design that really does look quite unusual, quite innovative in this space. Now, every month we have a different barrel from a different distillery. So these would be from a wide range of distilleries across Scotland, a bunch of companies that you'd already know. The way that we're representing this is we're picking a theme that equates to where that distillery is from. Now, the island of Jura, the word Jura means deer island. So we've picked an image of a deer, not particularly imaginatively, and we've adapted this 400 different ways to equate to the 400 different bottles that we have. Now, these different variations are then what make up the digital aesthetic of the bottle NFT. For those who choose to actually redeem the bottle, their specific image, the actual NFT image, is then made up as part of the label. So if you look at the bottle design, on the front, you have the Barley Nectar screen print on the very front of the bottle, along with a strip label just below it, specifying what's in the liquid, you know, the age, the strength, all of that. On the back, you can then see that there's also the image of the actual NFT itself. Now this is basically, you're looking at this through the glass. So this is reverse stickered onto the rear side of the bottle. So if you imagine that when you're looking at the bottle, you're actually looking at that image through the whiskey and through the glass. So as you drink the whiskey, it'll also change color a little bit as that impacts the light. Each of these are unique. You know, every single bottle in the 400 will look a little different, as we have the 400 different variations of that base theme. And again, it means that each one is one of a kind, which is quite cool. At the end of the 12 months, you'd have 12 completely different NFTs, and if you redeem them all, you'd also have 12 completely unique bottles that have never been made before, never done before. The Angel Shares token, the actual Angel Shares look. Angel Share as a term is part of the whiskey making process. It's basically as some of the whiskey evaporates every year, they say that's going to the angels. That's the term Angel Share. It's a kind of mild pun, which is why we used it for the name of our membership itself. As you can see, we've picked an image of an angel, and again, we've adapted this 400 different ways to equate to the 400 different members that we have. Now, the Angel Share NFT, this is inherently kind of like the membership card. So if you no longer want to be a member, you can trade that membership card and that token to somebody else. Whoever's holding this membership token, they're the ones who are able to vote on what we make every month, and they're the ones who will automatically receive the bottled NFTs once a month. But this is kind of the design aspect and where we're coming from, and we've purposefully gone for something a bit different, a bit more fun, and the fact that every single bottle is one of a kind is really quite a new approach to whiskey.